So welcome back. This is the second video in a two-part series where I am showing you the You Are Amazing project kit from Stampin' Up. So if you don't know who I am and I've just come up on YouTube or Facebook or something like that, then my name is Natalie and I am the proud founder and owner of the Card Making Academy. You can find out all about me by looking on that website there. But I don't want to go too much into it. We're going to get straight into crafting, because if you watch the last video, then I went through the kit and everything you got, the coordinating stamp set. Here it is all here. This is available until the end of June 2021, depending on when you're watching this. And it's a kit that makes 16 cards. It has a coordinating stamp set if you wish to purchase that. But you could also use any other sentiments, but obviously it is matched, so it does work perfectly with it. And it's a great set actually as well. That you've got thanks, happy birthday, congrats, you are amazing, and hip hip hooray there, which could be for all sorts of things, from passing driving tests to getting married and everything. There are a few stamp sets, stamp pads, ink pads that they recommend based on the colours that are within the kit, and some glues that you would need as well. So we made the first two cards here. This was in the last video, so if you want to see how to make those, just go back and watch that. But we are going to make the other two cards this week. So I'm going to put that to one side. And what I didn't realise actually, when I showed you the kit last week, I sat there and showed you that all these base cards, oh look at these lovely base cards that look at, you've got pattern there and you've got some plain colours. Well, actually they're not so plain. Then those ones are, those dark blue, but I didn't see these. How could I have missed these? Look at those, how gorgeous are they? And I didn't see them because that is what we're using this week. So in fact, I need one each of those. But to start with, I'm going to make a card using that. So that's what we want. So within the kit, you get lots of pieces. I mean, let's kind of just grab these for a second. So lots of die cut pieces, pattern papers and foils and all sorts in there. You can see what we've used from last time already. And you'll see me as I grab various bits. So having a look, here's the instructions and here's the card and how it should look. So we'll put that to one side. Make sure my card opens the right way. How many times have we done that wrong? I need this vellum piece here, which is already cut. I need a piece of the star. So these are all die cut out. You just need to pop them out gently. Don't rip them, but just tease them out. And that's going to be that piece there. And then I've got this gold foil edged speech bubble. And we're kind of there. I think this is super simple. This is going to be super quick, this one, so fantastic. But what I did do earlier, because if you watch my last video, I was like, oh my goodness, I've got to wrap this round. You really don't want to see me wrap around all this twine here. So in fact, I'm going to put that one out and put that one in. But as I said last time, let's read these instructions and see what it's telling us to do. So number 7 tells us how much twine we need. So it says cut 24 inches, 61 centimetres of twine and wrap it around the slot in the vellum pieces several times, tie in a bow and trim the excess. So can you see there? Oh, hang on, let's do that. There we go. So I've wrapped it around lots of times. And I've just literally threaded it through and wrapped and wrapped and wrapped and then tied a bow in the top. So that took me about 10 minutes. So you didn't want to see 10 minutes of me doing that, which is why I did a blue Peter and did one earlier. Right, okay, where's my card? No, hang on, there it is. Right, so that was number 7. So number 6 tells me to attach using stamping seal. So that's any kind of, it's going to be glued flat, and it can be your glue of choice, to be fair. So that's glued flat. That's also going to help stick that vellum in place probably as well. So number 3 says stamp in Mango Melody. That's the colour. And number 5 says raise in using stamping dimensionals. So that's for our speech bubble and the vellum. Oh, okay, the vellum is on dimensionals. But that's where I'm going to mix it up. So if you watched the last video, we did that as well. So if I was to use my glue, so I use generally a multi-purpose glue, but they've suggested Stampin' Steel, which is a seal, which is a tape runner, and is perfectly fine. But either will show through this if you, because you can see my hand there. So, but we do know, look, that is going to go there. So I can put glue anywhere in this place because it's going to stick over there anyway. So I'm going to kind of do that, and actually let's do that, because I need to glue it on the back, not the front. Okay, so if I put that to the side, I can see roughly where that's going to go, and I'm just going to put a little bit, well, I say a little bit, that'll do. That's enough for it to stick down, and these are going to be holding it down later anyway, so I'm not overly worried. So can you see the glue there? So then I'm going to use the dots on the card as my guide to kind of make sure. I will have a little bit of wiggle room if I need to. So I've got, look, one line of dots there. So actually that needs to go down a little bit. And again, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is pretty central. So all that's glued down is that bit. So these are going to flap, if you like, but they're not, because what we're going to do, we're going to pop that up on dimensionals. Where are my dimensionals? Oh, there they are. So just double-sided or double sticky-sided foam these are, so it just raises things up. So I'm doing this opposite to what the instructions say. So they said put that on dimensionals, which again you'd put in the same area, so you'd put dimensionals up there. And then it says do this flat, but I like to be different. So, need to make sure we're covering all that glue. And again, you can use the stars as your guide for getting things as straight as you can. Now you could pick out any colours here. So this is saying Mango Melody, but you could pick out any of the other colours. Now the 4 colours they recommended to go with this kit are these ones here. So Flirty Flamingo is the pink, Pretty Peacock is the blue, Mango Melody is the yellowy orange, and the Granny Apple Green is the green. But I do quite like that Mango Melody. I did use it in the last one actually. What do I go? Oh, decisions. I might do the opposite. So on my Flirty Flamingo one, I used Mango Melody. So on this one, which should be Mango Melody, I think I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo because there is some Flirty Flamingo there. So we have, we're back to our stamps, and we're going to use the Happy Birthday, which is a lovely Happy Birthday there. It's a good size, nice fonts, 2 different fonts. And I'm going to pop it on another block. So again, I've got a straight edge, which is great. Oh, try doing it the right way. You won't stick like that. So all our cling mount stamps, that's what these are, they're red rubber, but they need to cling to something. Once you have acrylic blocks in your stamping arsenal, then that's all you need. They'll last you for life, so you don't need to keep buying them and keep buying them. It's good to have a variety of sizes. And again, I'll just make sure, do a little test one there. Oh, that's lovely. Make sure my ink pad, that I haven't got any hairs or scrappy bits on my stamp that might have done that, or my ink pad is well inked enough. Right, here we go. Let's see if I can stamp Happy Birthday as straight as can be. Okay, so adding pressure, not rocking it, because again, if I've got ink around the edge of my stamp and I'm rocking my stamp, I've got even more chance of having that ink come up around the edge. So if I had some ink here where I perhaps accidentally rocked it on the ink pad and put it down, then I might have ink around here, and if I start rocking it, it's going to come out and leave a kind of halo around it as such. But I like that, that's not bad, not bad. And I'm going to raise that up as well. Right, so I'll have one there, one there, and one there. That'll do, that's enough for something that size. Of course, if you feel the need for 20 dimensionals on the back of there, knock your socks off. Right, and that's it. I mean, how cool is that? And how quick was that? 9 minutes. That's not me even making it. Oh, so one card, done. Love that. Love that because I love these blues. Blues and greens, favourite colours. Right, so the final one we're going to do is all kind of a bit rainbowy. So bring in my rainbow card. But as I did explain to you, you could have used the card that way as well if you want to mix things up. So what do I need for that? I need that piece there. I need a piece of the gold foil. I've got a vellum flag. So there's my flags. These are all already cut out. They're attached with a few bits. You just need to pop them out gently. So there's my vellum flag. I need, what else have I got in here? One of these. Oops, these pop out. These are cards. And they're like a matte foil. So they are like, they're nice. Like them a lot. So that goes there. And then I've got my big shape that I popped out the first time. Have I got it out there already? There it is. Because that's what that one is for. There, look at that. Love it. Right, okay, so let's read the instructions for this one as well then. Oh, there they are. Right, number 6 is use stamping seal. So it is saying that the gold strip is flat, the vellum is flat, and this sentiment is flat on there, which is what I would do, to be fair. I'm not going to change that, I don't think. Number 8 is 15 inches of twine, so I'll cut that in a second and wrap it round. Number 4 is Stampin' Pretty Peacock, which is the colour blue. And number 5 is add using dimensionals. So do you know what? They've done exactly what I would have done, so that's handy. But again, your card, you can swap it up as much as you like. So let's stick this on here first. Now they've put it slightly to the right or left, but I might try and see if we can go central with this. Again, you don't have to copy it exactly. You can mix it up a little bit. So I use my multi-purpose because it gives me wiggle room. Now if I kind of put that card middle-ish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a bit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a bit, look, that is pretty central. Then I know that that line there is where I'm aiming. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if you can use the tools you've got to make it as good a job as you can. There you go. I don't want to get my fingerprints all over it, so I'm using my jumper. There we go, so I'm happy with that. Right, our next piece is this. So we needed 15 inches, it said, didn't it, of my twine. Where's my twine gone? There it is. So I'm on my inches piece of grid paper, and that is 16 inches. So there we go. I'm just going to wrap it round. Now again, I'm not sticking it down, doesn't matter where I do it at this stage, but it is very bendy, so it is going to bend as in fact I might do that as I wrap it round. So is that it? I think that's all we want, isn't it? Do we want one more? Let's have a look. I don't think we'll get away with one more, to be fair. Right, so I'm going to tie my knot first and make sure this is tight enough for what I want, but it's not so tight that it's bending. So I'm going to tie a knot there. So there we go. There we go. So that holds that in place. And then now I'm free to do my bow as I wish. So I said in the last one, twine I just do like a shoelace. There's no front and back like there sometimes is with ribbon. Oh, and then I just pull the tails to make my hoops and loops. There we go. Smaller and bigger. And when I'm happy, I'm just going to trim those ends. There we go. And now I can move it up and down, I can twiggle it around, I can do whatever I want to do. Oh, she says. There we go. So I'm going to move those right up there. Now I'm not going to stick that down until I've done my next bit. Oh, there we go. It should go something like that. But let's stamp out. So Pretty and Peacock. And I love this hip. Oh, she says, oh, there we go. I love this hip hip hooray. If you could see the mess I've made in front, that's off camera, that's in front of me. It's a good job. What is it? We all start with a great big crafting space and end up in this little space like this, don't we? So I need a block big enough for that. So in fact I'm going to use my Happy Birthday one again. I think that's big enough. There we go. And I'm going to try and get it again. Oh, as straight as I can. This one's going to be interesting. The bigger we get, the harder it is to stamp it all perfectly, which is when I start using a stamping platform. But I'm going to take my chance here, she says. Right, so test piece first. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, how that's going to come out. So, but if you're unsure or you don't have, if you have something like arthritis or something that doesn't mean that you can stamp really easily, then the stamping platform is the way to go. But for today, I'm just going to make sure that's all covered, which it is. It's all got ink over it. And I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that I can stamp this. Make sure it's up, well, it doesn't matter if it's up the right way, to be fair, because I can turn it upside down. Right. This is the one that I think might go wrong. Now, so if it does go wrong, then... oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. But say I did do it wrong. Say it didn't print properly in the middle, or it was too skew whiff or anything like that. Then just turn it over. You may not have the gold foil around there, but you can have another go by doing it on there. Right, okay, so this was flat to the foil bit. But the foil, and again, I can just got a little bit of wiggle time so that I'm happy that those borders are right. There we go. Okay. Because we want to see now, that's, I think, so this is where I can now play with this and go, actually I want that right up there, because by the time I stick this down, yeah, I can overlap it, that's fine. I think that's where we'll have it. So again, this is going to cover any glue I put on here. So again, let's turn it over. Let's put that by the side so we can kind of get our area that we want, and we can add glue like that, because we know that's where it's going to cover. That's our guide, pretty much. So again, you're trying to get it as central and straight as you can. So I've got 2 stripes there and just 2 stripes there, so I'm happy with that. And you can see obviously the glue poking through there, but when I stick this down, there we go, a little one in the middle for that one. Oh, someone's making noise. Hope you can't hear that, although we are almost finished, so a lot quicker this week. There we go. And I can pop that over there, and again making sure my card is straight, using that as a guide. There we go. So I've got a bit poking out each end, so that is as central as I'm happy with. And again, that could still, you could still wiggle around with that if you wanted to as well. But that's it. So that is our 2 cards done this week. So that's those 2. And if you didn't see last week's video, then we made that one. Oh, let's put that one like that, that one like that, that one like that. That is the 4 cards in this amazing You Are Amazing kit. Love them. Love them, love them. Look at those sentiments going up the side as well. So thanks for joining me. There are links in the description if you would like to purchase this kit. It will only be available till the end of June 2021. So if you are watching that at another time, we will probably have other kits available, but just not this one. So if you love this and you're watching this before the end of June, then click on those links and you can purchase the kit. As I say, it's £28 for the kit. And if you wanted the stamp set, it's £20 as well. You'd obviously have the stamp set for life, and you've got the card kit to make 16 cards, and you'll have a couple of bits left over, I think, but not too much. It's pretty inclusive there, as it says there. But there we go. I love them. Bright colours, sunny colours, summery colours, with a whole range of sentiments. And obviously you can mix them up as well. So you could put different things. You could put this one, well, you can do whatever you want to do with it. Let's not get into that because we could be here all day. But there we go. That's the You Are Amazing kit. Great for taking away with you crafting. Great if you're new to crafting, and great to those of you who don't have a lot of time but you want a bit of creative escape, but you haven't got the time to sit there and go, right, let me design something from scratch. And great cards to get out. I think, you know, a whole range of occasions there. So you can make all 16 up and have them sitting there for when you need to post them out. Okay, thanks for joining me. If you don't already subscribe to my YouTube channel, then hit subscribe. And if you're watching this on Facebook or social media and you don't follow me, then hit those follow buttons and they will tell you when I upload new stuff. Thanks for joining me. I hope you love the kit as much as I do, and I will see you again shortly. Bye-bye.